This is the next level observer effect book. This book consists of three parts. The first part talks about the aliens, the role of observer effect on the aliens. And yeah, so this is what we're going to talk about. This is just the first video. So as we go ahead in the series of videos, we'll talk about the role of observer effect on the aliens. The second part discusses about the divine, the God, the yeah. So it talks about the deity. So and how to prove it. I mean, how whether what observer effect of quantum physics has to talk on it. So it's all about that. The third part, again, the second part for you, something which we're going to discuss ahead. So the third part is about the cosmic perspective. What happens when we consider the role of observer effect in the cosmic perspective. And today is what we're going to discuss on that. We'll be not able to complete it entirely, but we will do it in the video number 2, like how much is left, and how much is not. So let's talk about the cosmic perspective. So when we talk about the cosmic perspective, the modern day ideal cosmic perspective is very, very wrong. Now the reason because it's wrong is due to that because it judges the thing based on its size. So what it has to say is that the smaller the thing is, the less important it is. And the reason behind that is something that does not make sense. They don't have any reason to say something like, for example, let's say we have a pale blue dot. Now just because the pale blue dot or our planet Earth is very, very small as compared to the cosmic scale, they say that the Earth is unimportant. But why? Just because the dimension of this, the dimension of a particular thing or scale for a particular thing has to say anything whether that particular thing is important or not. So even you can now talk about the quantum physics, So in quantum physics, which is, the quantum level is much more down in scale, even when we compare it to the pale blue dot. So it's so it's very the quantum role in this universe is very essential. So even if it's a tiny scale, it's a quantum scale, it's very, very tiny, so it's still important. So the size or dimension of a particular thing doesn't has anything to do whether that particular thing is important or unimportant. So maybe in the movies we watch as the kids, when the demons are large in size and the smaller human beings have no power in front of them, the demon just outpower them. So in that case, it might happen that the larger the size proves out to be important one, and the smaller as unimportant. But what does it has to do with our universe? What does it has to do with the reality? So the ideal cosmic perspective, it has the flaw in it that it does decide what is important and unimportant based on how large that particular thing is, which does not make any sense at all. Secondly, it does presume that the past has to be the creator of present. Now it might sound very obvious. The past is of course the creator of present. It does sound very obvious, but why is it obvious? Now let's say when we talk about the time has three instances. First is past, then the present, and the future. The past comes the first, then the present. Let's say the past is so after past the present follows. After the present is what future comes. That's okay. But now when we talk about, there are two things, the creator and the creation. Now why is it that the past is always the creator and the present is the creation? Why it always has to be that? Now it might make sense that how can it has to be, and it makes a lot of sense to imply on that, but we have no reason behind assigning the creator, the logo of creator to the past, and the label of creator to the past, and the creation to present. Why we do that? Why can't the present be the creator of the past? Why can't we call the present as a creator and the past as the creation? Now one might say, how can a child create a mother? The mother of the child has to, the mother of the child has to take birth first, and then the child will come. Now this is what the common sense comes in. Well, this is something which will make more sense what I'm talking about how the present can be the creator of the past. It will make more sense as we go ahead in this series of videos. Now, look, when we talk about when the present creates the past, we use the phrase creation under the cause of. So let's say, take an example of an egg. The egg contains a lot, the perfect amount of nutrients. The eggshell is enough hard. It's just ready for the life that has to manifest inside it. So even now the egg has been created before the life inside it has been hatched. Even if the egg has been created well before that, the egg has done so. The creation of egg has been happened in a way that it is pre-prepared for it. So it's like it has been created under the cause of the life inside it. This is what happens when we talk about the creation. When the present creates the past, we use the phrase creation under the cause of. So it will make what I'm talking about will make more and much more sense in the upcoming videos. Right now it might not make sense, but you will understand further as we go ahead in this book. Of course in this book and also in the next upcoming videos. So yeah, I'm not saying that the present only has to be the creator of past, but in some cases the past can be the creator of present and the present can be the creator of the past. So both can be equally true, depends on what case we're talking about. So why it has to be that the past has to be the creator of the present? So this is what the problem comes in the ideal cosmic perspective. And there are many things in the ideal cosmic perspective which are pointed out in this book, and we'll be talking in the upcoming videos. So there are many things like that. I think this video was just like a teaser for the next upcoming videos, but just stay connected. As we go through the videos, the more and more things will make sense, and we will see the things in their clearest form.